We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Toronto Blue Jays and the St. Louis Cardinals. Stay tuned for Cardinals baseball next. Jack Flaherty, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. Has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
First pitch, 7-15.
The windup and the 0-1. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And this one will bounce into the wall. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Striding in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Flaherty is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter, it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things.
And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much. Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Line towards center field, and that gets down as he can't get there in time. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Into the box now, Adalberto Mondesi, and he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run is scored, and they won't push things here as they'll hold the second runner at third, so they're loaded now with still nobody out.
Man, you might see some scrambling between a manager and a pitching coach in this one. That's 4 consecutive knocks, code red.
And up steps Salvador Perez. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
Guy continues to swing a hot bat. Hit over 300 last month. We'll see if he can keep scorching here in this one.
O'Neill is there. Let's see if they try it. And they will not try anything here, so the bases remain loaded with 1 away.
The left fielder,
Stepping into the box, Teoscar Hernandez, and a chance to add to his league-leading RBI total right here. First pitch on its way. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the run is in to score from third.
Hey, guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get-me-over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. From the stretch. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit in the air to right field. Thomas is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And boy, not quite sure why, but they decide not to risk it with 2 outs on a very deep fly ball. Really surprising. So it's 2 runs on 5 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Jays lead it 2-0. Wilmer Font gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Well, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Got him to go down swinging there. Colton Wong is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. To the plate now, Lane Thomas. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Hit sharply on the ground. And Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2. A bouncer to the left side.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Hit to third. And he'll just step on third, and the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Reese McGuire.
Number 10.
A chance here for the second baseman, Wong. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 9. The pitcher.
Settling in now, Wilmer Font. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
This is line to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
Back to the top of the order now, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Bader is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. 4 pitches, all it takes to retire the Jays. They lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Tyler O'Neill, and they'll need him to get something going here. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Here.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Line hard toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And this will kick off the fence now up against the Cardinal bullpen. And he's going to get there with a 1-out triple.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Alex Mateo comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Number 18, Alex Mateo.
Jack Flaherty will be his first assignment, and he's got a tough spot here with the runner at third and only 1 gone. No balls and 1 strike. Behind 0-2 now. On, he pops it up. Right fielder coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 2-2 ball game. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw. Colton Wong will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Wong is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Behind 0-2 now.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's...
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. That evens it up 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump up.
Batter number 11.
Paul DeYoung is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Off the plate, ball one.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hernandez is in pursuit. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. 3 across so far in the inning and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. St. Louis is out in front, 4-2. New inning set to get underway, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hard hit toward the hole, and that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
Here's George Springer. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. And it's gone. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run. 32 now for the season, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Adalberto Mondesi, as he'll lift it up in the air. This is back behind second. Catch made out there by Wong, and that's your first out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So 1 away in the Toronto 3rd. And up next, the former World Series hero Salvador Perez. On the ground for the shortstop DeYoung. Reined in. And there's out number 2.
Now
At the plate, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. 2 out, nobody on. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Fouled off. The next 0-2. Grounder down the line at 3rd. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Grichuk.
Here's Randall Grichuk as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. To short, hit hard. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. All even now at 4 apiece. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Yadier Molina. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, and it's 0-1. Molina, who goes just by Yadi most of the time. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
He froze him on the fastball there. Yadier Molina is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader, fouled away. Comes set with the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. He'll get it into second. On to second, but the throw is wide. And they're not going to get him. It's a 2-out triple.
Now batting, the pitcher.
At the plate now, Jack Flaherty, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Springer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So all set for the start of the 4th, and now it'll be the catcher, Reese McGuire.
Number 10.
Skied into straightaway right. Back goes Thomas, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The pitcher, number 18.
Coming to the plate now, Alex Mateo. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now that second baseman, Lourdes Gurriel.
Standing in now, Lourdes Gurriel. Swing and a liner. And that'll get over the wall, so forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only 1 away.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, do they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. Hard hit at third. Taken in by Carpenter. Throw in time at first for out number 2. George Springer the next to hit, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ground ball foul down the left side. And it's fouled away. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, and they take a 7-5 lead.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one. Adam Wainwright answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now, Adalberto Mondesi, as he lifts it in the air to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One more look at the Big blow for the Blue Jays. A 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Redbirds 5. Ready once again, Lane Thomas. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Chopped on the ground over to first.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
Runner goes for second. Strike taken, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Grounded back up the middle. Mondesi brings it in. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be saved. So Paul DeYoung digs in next, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
1 man gone for the Cardinals in the 4th, and that brings up Matt Carpenter. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideally, it'd be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from 3rd. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from 3rd. That makes it 7-6 now.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now behind 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt, try and get a swing and a miss.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Into the box now, Tyler O'Neill, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 0-1 the count. Goldschmidt over at second. Molina on at first with 2 down. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at 3rd, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he's in safely at 3rd as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
This is an easy decision for him to try for 3rd because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Mondesi scoops it up. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play, and that will compound matters even further. Adam Wainwright is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Now back, second base.
Colton Wong will stand in. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
Springer is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead on to. Digging in, Salvador Perez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Salvador.
Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Another 0-2 now from Wainwright. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Standing in to Oscar Hernandez. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung's got it. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive.
Now batting, number 10.
To the plate now, Reese McGuire, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. No hits to this point. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Wong has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Striding in once again, Lane Thomas, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. No balls and a strike to count. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for route number 1.
First baseman, Paul.
Here's the first pitch to him. Paul Goldschmidt comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center, and that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Hit hard on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Here's Matt Carpenter. As it's on the ground toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away. Yadi Molina digging in now. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now.
And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Digging in and looking for more, Tyler O'Neill. It was a 2-run triple for him in his last debut. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Strike 2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
The next 0-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. And no one will track it down. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Hernandez. And that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 5 innings complete. The Cardinals are out in front, 11-7. Chris Davis will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 2, Chris Davis.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 0-1. Ground ball foul down the left side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is through into left. And an 0-2 mistake here results in a leadoff single.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Stepping in now, Lourdes Gurriel. Skied in the air to straightaway left. O'Neill waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Stepping up now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Hit high and deep to left field. O'Neill looks up. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 14 on the season, as this lead has been sliced down to 2.
One of the things you have to fight through as a pitcher is getting a little fatigued and a little tired. Start leaving balls up in the zone. That ball left right in the middle of the plate, and he paid for it. That ball was hit a long way.
George Springer will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Another one sent foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard ground ball to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in, Adalberto Mondesi. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Bader is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Cardinals 11, the Blue Jays 9. Sam Gaviglio enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
For the Blue Jays, number 43, Sam Gaviglio.
Bottom of the inning now, and in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Harrison Bader becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Popped him up. Perez is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Gaviglio stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Slow roller down the third baseline.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Counts even at 2-2 to Wong. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch is popped up. McGuire over to his right, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still lead it though, 11-9. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ryan Helsley will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. 7th inning, ready to roll, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Salvador Perez. Swung on and belted to left by Perez. This one's deep and gone up into the second deck. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 17 for him on the season, as it's now a 1-run ball game. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Digging in once again, Rendell Grichuk. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. 0-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Line to the right side, but foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batter.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Now pitching for the Cardinals.
First delivery to him on the way. Reese McGuire stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, that's a big base hit right there. The only problem now, D-Row, you have the pitcher's spot on deck. It'll be interesting to see how they play this one.
Oh, well, those guys on the bench, they know their pay grade. They've been getting loose since the 4th inning. I look for the manager to definitely make the move here for another bat.
To third. And the throw to Wong, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Cardinals lead it 11-10. Roberto Velez comes on to pitch from bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and digging in is the outfielder, Lane Thomas. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And a reach, but he can't get there as it falls. Around second now and headed for third. And he is into third with his 4th hit of the ball game. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield, get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 11.
Paul DeYoung stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Fouled off. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Standing in, Matt Carpenter, runner in scoring position with Sagan. This ball will be chopped foul. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Carpenter has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. 2 outs here with a runner at third. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're hanging on to an 11-10 lead. Jordan Hicks has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Lourdes Gurriel. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Swing, and he pops him up, and that'll be a base hit. So very quickly here, the potential tying run is aboard to start the 8th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Bo Bichette will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 11, Bo Bichette.
Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. So striding forward now, George Springer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. There's a fastball swung on and hit foul off to the right for the first strike. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball.
Jonathan Davis will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 49.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. This pitch is popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
O'Neill will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Genesis Cabrera trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now
trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Number 92.
This is pretty well hit by Perez, but he got out in front a bit too much. It's a foul ball. The 0-1 offering. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Here's the 0-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Hit out towards second. Wong is there. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for naught as the inning is over. Blue Jays.
Your attention, please. This change defensively for the Blue Jays. Now playing third base, number 49.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Sir Anthony Dominguez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching for Toronto, number 58, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out. The next to bat for St. Louis, Tyler O'Neill. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And he popped him up. Perez in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Now another 1-2. High and deep down the left field line, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Harrison Bader is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. The pitch. This is line to left, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Jairo Munoz will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Munoz. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Pulls this one in the air out to left. On the run is Hernandez. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Giovanni Gallegos comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 65.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Drives it out to deep right center field. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out. Into the box, Randall Grichuk. He was a ground out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
This at-bat's going to be absolutely epic because now he's mixing it up. He's got a little cat and mouse working, and as an offensive player, you got to step out of the box and say, all right, he's respecting me a little bit. I can't be all-in fastball.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch fouled away.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Here comes another 0-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Again, another foul ball. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Turned on down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The pitch. Well, he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. Ready now, Reese McGuire. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And this one will bounce into the wall. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single. Kelvin Gutierrez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 16, Kelvin Gutierrez.
No balls and a strike to count. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Well, you'd credit Adam Wainwright with the victory, barring any late turnaround here. And he struck him out for out number 3, so that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
11-10 is the end of the line in this score. The St. Louis Cardinals get the win after banging out 16 total hits. Adam Wainwright wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Alex Mateo is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. Giovanni Gallegos wraps it up for the save, his 16th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Klezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 11 runs.